All right, in this video we are going to cover the online resources that are available to you as an online student. And so the first place you're going to go to is my website, planomaly.com. It's a professional website and an educational website, so it kind of serves dual purpose. Basically, if you're a client, you go here, and if you're a student, you go there. Okay, so you're a student, right? And so we're going to click on student, and then you get all the educational resources on this side of the town. So we got a variety of things you can kind of check out, the MAT website, contact information, and so on. We'll talk about that in another video. But for the most part, what you're going to want is the class information. And in the class information, we've got policies. Again, I'll cover that in a different video. My current schedule, project evaluations, and the MAT website, as well as all the information for my different classes that I'm teaching each semester. So in this particular class, Graphic Design 1, right, Principles, we click on that, and then we have a list of the different things that are going to happen over the course of the semester. We've got a syllabus. Again, I'll cover that in a different video. How do I get an A, and so on. We're talking about the resources here. So we have online resources and we have a class website. So these are two different environments. So you're basically looking at my website. We'll be looking at the online resources, and we'll be looking at the website. So these are the three resources. Why aren't they all in the same place? A variety of reasons. Actually, from the course info in MAT 135, you'll see links to the online resources and the class website. And so what this means, of course, is that you can always get to either of these two places from my website. Plus, everything is linked. So there's a link to the class website, there's a link back to the MAT 135 homepage, and then from the class website, you get to this. Okay, so we'll talk about each one of these. Let's talk a little bit about the class website. So here we have projects. Okay, so every project has a project sheet, and the project sheet basically tells what's going to happen on any given project. I have a video at the beginning of each project that details the information on each one of these projects. So you can see that as we cruise through these, you can check out each of these different projects and what we're going to be doing over the course of the semester. So it's all kind of fun and good. Okay. So that's what's going on with the project sheets. Now, the next thing that happens is the online resources. So online resources are essentially all the videos and any review videos and critique videos. Everything happens in a video environment here. And the reason why it's here is because it needs to kind of be in its own place, because it's rather complicated. You'll see that in Getting Started, which is where we're at right now, there's 7 videos in this one, okay? And then if we go to Project 1, and these are all the projects here, okay? So this is Getting Started. This is where you'll get started with. At the moment, I have all of these links activated because of this demo that I'm doing. But what happens is that I deactivate all these links, and I only activate each one as the project is assigned, because I don't necessarily want you working ahead. First, the class is pretty demanding, and it's really hard to work ahead anyway, because there's enough to do on any given project to make it to the deadline as it is. So, and the other reason I don't activate them is I don't want you looking ahead for this simple reason, is that if you look ahead and you view the video, and then when the project is actually assigned, you're like, oh, I already saw that video, I don't need to watch it again. And I'm like, no, you do need to watch it again. So rather than giving you that option, I take that option away and assign the I activate the links when the project is assigned. Okay, so we can see though that on any given project we've got all of this stuff. Okay, lots and lots of videos for some of these, right? So it's there's a lot of content here. Okay, so if we go back to the getting started for just 1 minute, I do want you to read through this information here. There's some plugins that you're probably going to want to get, that you are going to want to get, and you're also going to want to make sure that you've got your browsers uploaded with the latest version, updated with the latest version, and that's because browsers, their capabilities change, and they are always plugging, hacking holes and code holes and all the other stuff, adding improvements and so on. So you always want to make sure your browser is up to date. Okay, so that's the online resources, all the videos and everything. Okay, so have the welcome to Matt 135, and that's a video, and you get to see me. Yeah, there I am. So anyway, that's that. The next element is the class website, and that is here. Now, the class website, it kind of works a little bit like a social media environment, a little bit. If you've used Blackboard, it's a little bit like Blackboard, only a whole lot better. I don't use Blackboard because it doesn't have a lot of functionality that we need, and it has way more functionality than I ever want. Okay, so this kind of tightens everything up really nicely, and the main reason I use this is because of the forum. It's because of the photos. The photos provides galleries, and so we can click on all albums, and we can see albums that each student posts. Now, this is from last semester, and this is all of the all the final projects. But I can click on a final poster gallery. In this case, this person only put up one, but there would be multiple images, and I could scroll through them and check them out in a large size. So what this allows us to do is it allows you and I to peruse through the students, all of your work, and you can check out each other's work, which you will be doing, and you'll be writing critiques, and you'll be writing design reflection statements, and you'll be putting all of this on your photos section. Okay, so it's a very cool function, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into it. Okay, the main page essentially has. I live in the country, so I'm on satellite, which is a little better than dial-up, if anybody remembers that, but it's still pretty slow. So anyway, that's one of my challenges. You'll find information about each project as things are happening. When is the midterm due? When is the when is the review due? This got changed, whatever. And you'll see some of the latest forum posts, as well as latest activity, which is you'll see people who have been commenting and posting and so on. And so and you'll see the latest images that have been posted and so on. So lots of cool things that happen just on the main page. There are also, you get your own page, and on your own page you get to put your stuff on there. Come on, page, you can do it. There you go. Okay, this is mine. Shows me the stuff that I've been saying. Shows that I've made some blog posts, 219 discussion posts, 749 photos. So it tells you what you've been doing, and I get to see that too, because I can say, oh wow, they never posted a blog, or they whatever. So you can also post things to your blog, to the discussion, to photos, to videos, or to notes. You don't have all of these options. This is me, because I'm obviously the teacher and I'm the administrator, so I have options you don't have, but you still have blog post and discussion and so on. So if you ever want to add anything to this website, this is where you start doing it, okay? The forum works very similarly to the Blackboard discussion board. It's the same kind of idea. And basically what you see here, this is from the end of last semester, and so, project 1's at the bottom, 2 and 3. When we start the class, it'll actually be opposite, and project 1 will be at the top. And then as each project is assigned, the next project moves to the top. So that's always the last, or the top list. As well as when I have something I really want you to see, you'll see the featured discussions, and these featured discussions are the ones that you really want to keep an eye on, okay? So each discussion essentially has multiple threads in it, okay? So I posted a study, for example. If you want to put something up on the website in between review times, so say I assigned the project on Tuesday, and it's and the first review is Friday or something, and you want to show me something on Thursday before the review, you can post your work in the photos section, and then you can tell me here, hey Jeff, I just posted something and I'd like you to take a look at it. And then I'll see that, because if you post in the photos, I don't get pinged if that happens. But if you post I posted a study, then I do get pinged, and that way I can go, oh yeah, okay, I'll go take a look. Okay, you'll find the project specifications, you'll find the project requirements, any information that I add that might not be in the video, that could be like a time sensitive piece of information or due dates or whatever. So you'll get all that information, and each one of these is a threaded conversation. So as someone posts, they'll be like, hey, I'm working on my title. Is there a way to batch process, And I say, well, yeah, here's some information here. And then someone else says, I read project 9, I need some clarification. I answer the question, okay? So you can always ask a question here, and it's a simple matter of just clicking here and typing in something, and then adding a reply, and then your post goes up live. If you want to reply to something, you simply say reply, and then you can, reply to that particular post, blah, 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 right? Okay, so so that's how that process works. Pretty straightforward, right? No big deal there. Let's see. We talked about the photos. You have a blog, and basically a blog, you can just post cool stuff that is specific to you, or if you are interested in, just posting some notes about something or some observations or whatever. We use the blog at the beginning, and then less so as the semester moves on. Okay? There's a chat feature. And the chat feature basically has a, who's online. Right now it's just me, but you can chat with each other by a private chat, or you can chat with the group, or you can chat with me. And then a lot of times what will happen is that, let's just go back to forum for a moment, and then you'll see down here, there's a chat room here, and how many people are online. So that's another way to quickly jump to the chat. If I'm online and you want to chat, that's cool, all right? You can post videos. Most people don't, but if you want to, you can. And then these are mine. Okay, you don't get to see these. So those are essentially the function of the class website. Okay. Then let's see. Anything else we got to do here? Oh, that's the wrong class. Sorry, wrong class. I think that pretty much covers the resources for the class. So again, if you have any questions, the forum on the class website is where you're going to want to go to get that over there. All right. So that's it for now.